You know, I consider one of the greatest honors I have as a long-term care professional to be able to come to DC and to fight for our residents and their families who aren't able to do it themselves.
What's the big issue you think is going to be dominating the discussion this year?
Well, we're still challenged with the new requirements of participation. We've got some issues with that we need to talk about. It's interesting to me that CMS talks about wanting to have more patient-centered, person-centered care, yet they give all these new regulations that tell us exactly how we have to do things, which sort of takes away from the person-centeredness of it. So I'd like to talk about how the regulations restrict our ability to provide care in our own community the way our residents would like it to be delivered.
So more flexibility is what the
Yes,
byword.
more flexibility.
Now, what about the new payment system? Are you preparing for that in any way?
Well, it is interesting that in just having to get used to all the new requirements of participation, a year later CMS decides to give us a brand new proposed payment system, the patient-driven payment model. It's hard at the moment to prepare for that because it's just a proposed rule, so you don't want to waste energy directed toward a system that could still change. So our community is trying to identify things that we can be doing now that would help better prepare us for the new payment model, but still help us to be successful in other ways in case the payment model changes. So we're focusing more on making sure that we have good discussions about what are the primary diagnoses that are driving the care the person is in our center to receive. We think that will set us up well under the patient-driven payment model, as well as trying to evaluate how we should decide what services a person needs when we're not going to get paid based on therapy minutes. So how do you determine what's the right level of therapy that the person needs to get to their goals while still being efficient under the new payment model?
Great. And is it too soon to say if it's a positive or not? It's something we have to deal with regardless, obviously.
I think it is too soon. I'm part of a work group here at AHCA where we're still trying to evaluate whether we think it will be positive or negative. You know, CMS is saying, trust us, it's budget neutral.
Right.
And I think we still have some concerns about whether that's entirely true or not. Certainly it will be positive for some communities, but it will also be detrimental for others. And I think the bigger thing is it's going to incentivize us to deliver care very differently than we currently do. So I think everybody potentially has the ability to have it be good for them several years in when they've been able to adjust to the new incentives and the new focus that it provides. But in the short run, I think that there will be a lot of facilities who may struggle.